Have you ever felt like you're living the same day over and over again? Different faces, different clothes, maybe even different cities, but deep inside, it's the same emotions, the same frustrations, the same reality. Like you're stuck in a loop, trying to move forward, but somehow ending up in the same place again. If you're tired of running in circles and you're ready to break free, this message is for you. Let's explore why you keep repeating the same reality and how to finally stop. Let's talk about loops, not the kind in your headphones, but the kind in your life. We all have loops, patterns we repeat without realizing. You wake up, check your phone, scroll a bit too long, maybe complain about work, feel drained by 3 p.m., distract yourself at night, repeat. Or maybe it's emotional. You keep falling for the same type of person. You keep ending friendships the same way. You keep sabotaging yourself right when things start going well. Ever wondered why? Here's the truth. Your brain is a master of efficiency. It loves routine. It creates neural pathways like highways, fast, predictable, automatic. It doesn't care if those pathways lead to joy or misery, only that they're familiar. Familiar equals safe, even if it hurts. That's why chaos feels normal for some people. That's why peace can feel uncomfortable, because we mistake familiar pain for truth. Here's the wild part. You're not repeating reality because the world is against you. You're repeating it because your subconscious identity is glued to it. You're not just living a reality, you're protecting it, because deep down, it feels like you. Let me explain with a quick story. There was a man who always lost jobs. He blamed the economy, bad luck, difficult bosses. But one day someone asked him, "Who would you be if you stopped struggling?" He froze, because if he succeeded, he couldn't be the underdog anymore. He couldn't complain. He couldn't get sympathy. He'd have to own his power, and that scared him more than failure. Sometimes the hell we know feels safer than the heaven we don't. Imagine your life is a vinyl record. Each groove is a belief, a memory, a story you've told yourself. Now imagine one groove is scratched deeply. Every time the needle hits it, it skips back. No matter how beautiful the song is, it keeps repeating that part. That scratches your core wound. Maybe it's, "I'm not good enough," or "everyone leaves," or "success always slips away." Until you heal that groove, you'll keep reliving the same verse in a different tune. Let's break it down into 4 layers. First, emotion, the repeated feeling, rejection, fear, failure. Second, story, the meaning you give that emotion. See, no one understands me. Third, pattern, the reaction you have. I shut down, push people away. Fourth, identity, the label you wear. I'm just not lovable. Or, I'm not meant to succeed. Most people try to fix the pattern, but if you don't change the emotion, the story, and the identity, it always comes back. Here's a common example. You keep dating emotionally unavailable people. You try choosing better partners, but deep down, you still believe you're not worthy of deep love. So unconsciously, you choose what matches your inner identity. So, how do we break the cycle? First, awareness. Start noticing your loops. Write them down. Ask yourself, what keeps happening in different forms? Second, feel the root emotion. Don't run. Let yourself feel the original wound. Is it abandonment, shame, helplessness? Third, rewrite the story. Challenge the narrative. Was it really about you being not enough? Or was someone else projecting their pain? Fourth, act from a new identity, not, "I hope things changed, but I am someone who lives differently." You don't wait for your reality to change and then feel different. You feel different, and then your reality reflects that. You've got to become the person who lives the life you want. Before that life shows up, let's get honest for a moment. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not failing at life. You're stuck. And being stuck is what happens when your nervous system is trained to expect the worst and call it normal. It's not your fault. But it is your responsibility now, because no one else is coming to break the pattern for you. And that's not a sad thing, it's empowering. You are the one who can unlearn survival. You are the one who can rewire safety. You are the one who can build a life that's not rooted in reaction but in intention. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a moment where everything in your body said, not again. I know this pattern, I know this pain, I don't want to do this anymore. That moment isn't weakness, it's awakening. It's your soul trying to break free from a story it never wrote. And if you're there, on that edge between what's known and what's possible, then you're in the most powerful place you've ever been. But here's what makes it hard. You can't just change your habits. You have to change what you believe you're allowed to have. Because if you still believe you only deserve love when you're proving your worth, if you still believe rest must be earned through exhaustion, if you still believe peace means you're being lazy, then you'll reject the very things you say you want. This isn't just about mindset. It's about embodiment. You have to teach your body that safety doesn't come from control, that love isn't earned through perfection, that your new reality doesn't require you to abandon yourself to receive it. And yes, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes getting it wrong a few times. But that's not failure. That's rewiring. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from wisdom. Everything you've lived through, every version of reality you've repeated, it's not wasted. It's information, it's data, and now it's fuel. Fuel to build something new. Here's something most people never say. When you stop repeating your reality, you might feel lost at first. No old dramas to solve, no chaos to fix, no pain to justify your strength. It'll feel empty. But that emptiness, that's not a void, it's a blank page. And the pen is in your hand now. Don't rush to fill it with noise. Learn to sit with peace. Learn to recognize what's true for you, not what you're used to. Because freedom doesn't always feel like fireworks. Sometimes it feels like silence. If you've made it this far, thank you. You're already ahead of the loop. You've chosen awareness. And that changes everything. Here's your challenge. Pick one pattern you've repeated lately. One emotional loop. Write it down. Trace the emotion, rewrite the story, and act from a new identity, even in small ways. The same reality repeats until you learn to respond differently. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to choose. Stop repeating your past. Start living your truth.